Hello everybody, this is our RPG tutorial. This is part 2. If you like what you're seeing, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. It really helps boost my channel. So let's boot up Godot. I already have it pre-booted up, but whenever you boot up Godot, you have to open every single file that you have saved. But yeah, that's really it. So then, this is what we had yesterday. It's not much, we just have the door, the tile set, and the player. So today, we're going to be working on traps and fixing the inputs. So first let's fix the inputs. So we used UI up, down, left, right. So the left key, let's do key. So left is A, right is D, sorry. Up is W, and down is S. Okay, so now we can use both arrow keys and WASD. So you can't see right now, but I'm using WASD. Also, whenever you finish doing that, make sure you save it, because then it won't work if you don't save it. But yeah, so now that we have that fixed, let's work on some traps. First, you can get these traps from the link in the description. It's an asset from itch.io. So today we're going to be working on the arrow and the flamethrower traps. So like we did yesterday, let's make them both look like pixelated. So then we can do the flamethrower. Go to the import, present 2D pixel, re-import, and then let's go to our arrow, present 2D pixel, re-import. Now let's create a new scene. Let's do 2D scene, and then name it arrow. By the way, whenever I got these assets, they were individual frames, not a tile set, a sprite sheet. So then I just went to a website online that converts multiple images to sprite sheets. So then let's create a sprite. The reason why I want it to be a sprite sheet is because I'm going to have collisions, and it's easier to animate them in the animated sprite. Not animated sprite, animation player. And then area 2D, area 2D, and then collision. Make sure that the collision shape is a child of the area 2D. Okay, so now we can do the sprite. Let's take in our arrow PNG. So now that I have that, the reason why it's cut off there is because it's meant to look like it's going into a wall. So then first it shoots that, then that, and then it gets stuck in a wall. And then, yeah. Now let's break it down up to 4. So then we can just check it with the frames. Okay, there, that looks good. Okay, now we have that. Let's make the animation player shoot. So we're not going to be doing the same thing that we did with the door. It's not going to be like the player triggers it. It's just going to be constantly shooting. We can check, like we can change how fast it is later, but I just want to keyframe it right now. Create, then scrub through 0.1, and then that, and then that, and then scroll back, that. So now we can play it. If it's too fast, then we can just alter. Oh, let's make it loop. Yeah, well, no, the arrow shooting is fine. It's just, wait, can this go? No. Okay. The arrow shading is fine. It's just doing that. So I'm just going to duplicate this frame maybe 3 times. So we can add 3 to that. Then duplicate. Huh? It's just, then we can just go to this sprite. And one more. Okay, now let's run. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, now that we have that, we need to keyframe our collision shape. So then let's pause at the first frame. So then the collision shape, let's create it. Circle. So let's just scale it down a bit. And then on this frame, it's going to be disabled because the player can't run into that. So then transform. So then we need to keyframe the position. Wait. Oh, okay, so then we can keyframe the position and then um the disabled. Then let's grab to the next frame. It's not going to be disabled, so keyframe that. And then position. And keyframe that. And then go to the next frame. Going to keyframe its position. So we can just check it. So then we can go to our next frame. And then we can just disable it. Okay, wait, so then it's there. Then it's disabled. Okay, now let's connect so we can have this constantly running. So now let's create a script. And then the area, and then it's just body entered. No body exited. So then we can delete all that. And then type in get underscore tree brackets dot dot reload currency. Okay. Let's let's save. Then we can connect it to our world. So since the position was keyframed, we need to move the sorry, I was just thinking. So then we can, for a second, let's just delete. That. And let's link it, that arrow. Oh, that's what. Then we need to go to the groups and then name it player and go to our script, arrow, if body is oops. So then we need to do that and then go to that and then I'm done here. It should work now. Okay. Just one more test. Okay, that works. Okay, that works. So the player's rendered under. So let's make the player over so that it just looks better. Oh, I forgot to save. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, now let's line these two up. And then we can go to our arrow. Wait, let's fix the animation. So then pause. Okay, so then we can just go to our collision shape. Position. Wait, not rotation. Disabled. Okay, now let's save. Go to our world. We can go to our town map and then just We just need to move those a bit further down so that it actually looks like. This is pretty hard actually. Maybe give it a shorter cooldown. Okay, let's see if that works now. Also, let's just take both of them a bit further down. Let's just test to see if it looks better. Okay, one more pixel up. And then I'm going to space them out a bit so then it's easier. Okay. Okay, yeah. So now that we have that, let's fix the collision on the staff because you know how it's like going over the brick. It's very simple. We can just go to our player and then put the collision shape right there. Well, no. There. Yeah, okay, that's better. Now let's work on the flamethrower. Same thing as the arrow. Add a sprite, except in my opinion, I think this is way cooler. So we can add our sprite and an animation player. And then area 2D. And then a collision shape. Now we can go to our sprite and then give it the flamethrower.png. Doesn't it already look like it's gonna be cool? And also it works because you can also just change the rotation. Yeah. So yeah, you can change the rotation, even make it come out of the ground, which I'm gonna be doing today. So then yeah, it's gonna be coming out. So then let's give our sprite an animation for 8 frames, horizontal to be exact. So then it's gonna go that frame, then that frame, then that frame, then that frame. So then it has like that. And now we can use our animation player, idle, and that let's add our sprite. So then let's go to our first frame, keyframe, then that frame, and that frame. Now we can just keyframe that frame. Maybe that many times. No. 0.8. Now let's run. Maybe let's do 10 like the other way. Maybe not. Okay, and then this one's much simpler for the collision. We can just start from the beginning. Well, no, let's go to the point where it's at the top. That, go to our collision shape, create a square, and then put it right there. Let's make it like, yeah, right there. Yeah, okay. Now we can just disable it whenever it's off. So then, disabled, keyframe, and then that keyframe. Then we can just go to the next frame, and then keyframe, and then this frame. It's like the dust, not dust, but like that can't harm you. So then it won't actually. And the rest of these, it's just yeah. So then, oh yeah. And then we can just use the same script that we used for the arrow. Also, we do need to connect it. So we can just enter. Now save. Now we can go to our world. Oops, world. And then flamethrower. And we can put it just like right there. And then we can put our player above it. Save. And then let's run. Oh, I forgot one thing. Let's go to flamethrower. And then make that idle always play. Okay. But we can okay, now we have all of our weapons, and unfortunately, that's the end of our video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below.